Well, Garage Cam is working again. We're doing a second video here. This is the CD that you all know about, Canadian Heroes. And you'll notice that that is actually, that's my old Air Cadet Squadron. 779 Royal Canadian Air Cadets, Black Knight. It was Cobra when I was in. I think I named it the Black Knight right when I was leaving. Anyways, the try not to get too much of a glare in there. Not double lamps, because we can't really get rid of that. There we go. One thing, we were looking at doing that logo basically on the hood, and if you are on Facebook, you'll notice that that's on there. Now here's another little treat for you. That was the preliminary patch before we went ahead for our coats. You can see the little bit of differences between the two there. The top one is what we have on Facebook. If you remember, Marco was playing around with that. The one thing that we changed is a tribute to our soldiers we took out, and we're playing around with the website to see how that looks. So that in itself, I think, is a good hood emblem. It's sort of our trademark right now, if you will. And that may go good on the hood. Now, one of the other things I forgot to do in the last video, but I ran out of time anyways, is when you look at the Canadian flag, we're very lucky in a way that we have the world's best looking flag in the world's best country, but it's also a flag that it just plain looks fantastic. And where the flag will really come into its own on our car, if you will, is because the flags are basically horizontal, like a vehicle. It flows with the vehicle, if you know what I mean. And our flag is an excellent flag for a design element. Now, a lot of this, what I'm telling you, is way over my head, but this is what the artists tell me, and I'm just a good old boy here. So anyways, if you ever notice, folks, I make fun of myself all the time. You can't laugh at yourself, you know. So the flag itself, what will happen is the only part on the car that's not going to be wrapped, those are fireworks, not gunshots, don't worry about it. This part won't be wrapped. We can't wrap that, obviously. Now on the bus though, on the coach, you'll see that they are wrapped. One of the designs we had beforehand was we had the car with the Canadian flag from the red on the left part of the flag to the maple leaf and the white, and then ending in the red again. Now the design theme behind all of this is, and this is important that you think of this, we are blessed again to have such a beautiful flag, and it is going to be phenomenal, I think, especially on larger vehicles. Hint, hint. Once they come available. See, I can't tell you too much here. You'll notice again on the CD. Now, what we have on Facebook does not do it justice because it's not vectored or whatever. Marco speaks a different language here. But you'll notice in the CD, you notice how the maple leaf, it doesn't look perfect, and there's a reason why. It's because it's an actual flag. That's a real flag. And whoever has a picture of a Canadian flag that looks right? Hardly anybody, because it's always flying in the breeze. So it's constantly twisting it around, and that's what makes it artistically, if you will, good to work with. So just picture the flag. There will be more red on both sides, on the sides of the car here. And then we will get the pictures superimposed, say, on top of the flag. Now, this is basically how we would kind of work this now. Is can that actually work here? Take that picture like that, and can that actually work? And it's just a matter of stepping back and try to visualize how that will look. So that's basically how we're going to do the sides of the car with the Canadian flag. And I think that once we start, we did that, if you notice, with the City of Waterfalls, and those people that are not from Hamilton, which is the waterfall capital of the world, if you didn't know, citywaterfalls.ca, check it out. But all the vehicles we've done are all basically superimposed on trees, rock, and water. And then the separate images are put on top of it. So I'll just point out here, the Canadian flag, the red on the left side will be there. The maple leaf in the middle, red, and then the white area, and then again to red towards the back. Now, the one thought I just had is because that picture is pretty dark and not colorful, that may actually work on the red of the flag. So that's something to think about too. Now, a lot of this is going to be very boring and mundane and repetitive, but when you're playing around with a very expensive vehicle, and not that that's a consideration, but the wrap is a lot of money, and the timing. And because of what we're doing here, it needs to be perfect. I won't accept anything else. So when it comes to this, I demand absolute perfection. So folks, if you have any ideas, send them in. If you have a vehicle you want wrapped, let's do it. I'll wrap anything. It won't cost you a penny. It's I consider it an honor, quite honestly. It's anyways. So there you go. I'm just going to kind of take a look at this a little bit longer and see if anything kind of jumps out at me, and we'll go from there.